Good morning, everyone. Hola, chicos, ¿cómo están? Welcome to SLTV. My name is Carmen, and today we will be learning some Spanish. I will show you most common expressions, and we are here with Dabor, who will be taking this Spanish class to see how he does. Hi, Dabor.
Hola. It's my contribution. Yay! I passed.
Yeah, so I think people love learning a new language in general, and Spanish is a very, useful language, especially if you want to travel, to some Caribbean places and or Europe if you want to go to Spain. Of course, we have different accents, we have different expressions, but in general, it's very similar. The Spanish we speak in South America, the Spanish we speak in, for example, Argentina or Chile. Of course, you can feel that the accent is different, but in general, it's the same language, so we can communicate, which is the most important part. So let's start with some common expressions. Davor, are you ready?
I am ready.
Sure? Okay.
Please
So
tell me.
let's start with some greetings, the most common and simple things. How do you say hello? How are you? So you have to say hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Good job. If you want to say good morning, you say buenos días.
Buenos días.
Excellent. If you want to say good afternoon, it's buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Yes. So as you see, we tend to open our mouth a lot. In English, it's completely different. In English, you just, I don't know, whisper sometimes the words, but in Spanish, we tend to open and pronounce the letters completely. If you want to say good evening, is buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Good job. And if you want to say how you doing, you can say different ways. You can say cómo te va,
¿Cómo te va?
or you can say cómo te está yendo.
¿Cómo te está yendo?
Yes, so it's more like in this moment, how are you doing right now?
Yeah. How about ¿qué tal? I heard that a lot.
Yeah, ¿qué tal is similar of how are you doing? Like
Mhm.
just to say hola, ¿qué tal? Like
Yeah.
hi, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, it's like hola, ¿qué tal? Okay, so if you are, for example, in a public space, in a restaurant or in a resort, and you need the washroom, the restroom.
Hold on. We're going to the resort. I
Yep.
gotta put my resort hat.
Okay.
See.
Okay, so what do you want to learn from if you go to a resort?
Me, I would. Well, obviously, I need to know where the washrooms are.
Okay, so you have to say ¿Dónde están los baños?
¿Dónde están los baños?
Yeah, so where is donde, are is están, the restrooms or the washroom, los baños. So in
¿Dónde?
Spanish we have a letter called ñ, which is the N with a little thing on the top, and the pronunciation is with like ño.
No.
So it's baños. That sound you don't have that in English, so it's sometimes hard to pronounce. What else? What do you wanna ask?
Well, if I'm at the resort, I need to know where's the beach, right?
Okay. ¿Dónde está la playa?
¿Dónde está la playa?
Yes. If you wanna ask for wine, for example,
Okay.
you can say, uh, por favor,
Mhm.
deme una copa de vino.
Por favor. What's the next one?
Deme is like give me, or
M.
una copa,
Una
which
copa.
is a cup of wine. Una copa de vino.
Una copa de vino.
Yes, perfect. You're pronouncing that excellent.
But nobody wants a cup of wine. People want a bottle, you know? You're
I
at the
know,
resort.
right?
You're gonna relax.
Okay, so if you want, what do you want? Tell me.
A bottle of wine, please.
Okay. If you want beer, is cervezas.
Sí. So, dos cervezas, por favor.
Dos cervezas, por favor. I think that's the most common expression that everybody learns in Spanish.
That is true. Uh,
Una
Coffee,
cerveza, dos cervezas, tres cervezas. O cervezas, por favor.
cervezas. Dos X. Obviously, you're gonna start the morning with a coffee. So,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
how would you get a coffee? Let's say
So,
coffee with milk.
ok, es café con leche.
Café con leche.
Ah,
Okay.
puede ser un café con leche grande.
Grande. Oh,
Café con
grande is
leche
good.
grande, which is a large size.
Yeah, I have grande right now.
Yes. Small is pequeño,
Pequeño,
or medium is mediano.
mediano. So, grande, pequeño, mediano. Got it.
Yes. Café con leche.
Café con leche.
Or if you want a black coffee, is café negro.
Café negro. Sí.
Or people used to say strong is fuerte.
Fuerte.
Café negro fuerte, which is the best coffee because it's the strong one.
Do you say café fuerte or
Café
fuerte?
negro fuerte.
Okay.
So this is very cultural, right? So, for example, in Colombia, you're gonna hear different expressions. In Venezuela, you're gonna hear other different ones. So people have different ways to ask for coffee, but in general, it's café con leche,
Mhm.
café negro.
Sí.
Um,
Fuerte.
there is one word in Venezuela. I'm not sure in the rest of the countries. Is guayoyo,
Why
which
yo?
is a soft coffee. It's not strong, so it's guayoyo.
Guayoyo.
I don't know
Guayoyo.
where that word came from, but it's
Guayoyo.
like that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So the questions, for example,
Oh,
what?
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Before we go on, we're still at the resort. I'm still in resort mode.
Oh, okay.
I want to go to the disco.
Okay.
Where's the disco?
¿Dónde está la discoteca?
¿Dónde está la discoteca? Now I want to go.
Or if you want to be more informal, you can say ¿Dónde es la rumba? Which
La
is where is
rumba.
the party? Where is the, you
For
know?
me, the Roomba is the little vacuum that cleans your house.
No. ¿Dónde es la rumba? ¿Dónde es la movida? Where is the party? Yeah. Where is the
Okay.
party?
Fiesta? Is that a word?
Fiesta, yes.
Okay. How about
Fiesta, rumba, movida.
so ¿dónde está la discoteca is where is the disco? Right, where's the party at? However, if I want to read some books, I'm gonna ask for a library, right? So that would be
But you are not in the resort anymore, right? Okay.
we are because I just
Okay.
wanna relax by the
And
beach,
read.
read
Okay.
a book.
The library is la biblioteca.
So there we go. ¿Dónde está la discoteca and dónde está la biblioteca is very similar, but it's very
Yeah.
confusing. So if you want
It's
to have
a little
quiet
bit
time,
confusing. Yeah.
you don't want to go to discoteca, that's for sure.
Yes. So if you need a book, it's a
Uh-huh.
biblioteca.
Biblioteca.
Yeah.
And also, of course, every resort other than the beach, they will also have a pool.
Yes. So pool is piscina.
Piscina. Okay.
Piscina.
So ¿dónde está la piscina?
¿Dónde está la piscina?
Good.
Yay!
All right. Now we can move
So,
from resorts and I can move my resort hat away.
and if you want to say where is the place to eat, where's the restaurant, where is the
Uh-huh.
¿dónde está el restaurante? So it's
Yeah.
restaurant, but you add an E at the end and say restaurante.
Restaurante. ¿Dónde están el
¿Dónde está el restaurante?
restaurante? Okay.
Yeah,
Muy bien.
good. Excellent.
Thanks.
Okay, we're
I'm
leaving the resort then.
Yeah, my hat is away, so we can leave the resort.
Okay, so we have some common ways to ask, right? If you want to say, for example, what is que,
Okay.
que. For example, what's your name?
Mhm.
In Spanish, it's not que, it's not ¿qué es tu nombre? Is ¿cuál es tu nombre? So what means ¿qué? And means ¿cuál?
¿Cuál? Okay.
¿Cuál? C-U-A-L. ¿Cuál? So it's in English you have one word, but in Spanish we have different ways to say it.
Yeah.
So it's
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿cómo te llamas? Or ¿cuál es tu nombre?
Ajá.
Is what, right? So where is donde? As you mentioned before, where is the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? It's where. It's a way to ask for places. Who is when you want to ask for someone, right? So in Spanish it's quién.
Bien.
¿Quién? Q-U-I-E-N. ¿Quién? And then if you want to ask how, it's cómo.
¿Cómo?
So how you doing?
Yeah.
¿Cómo te está yendo? As we say before.
Yep.
Why is por qué.
¿Por qué?
So why? And the difference with Spanish and English in this case is, for example, you ask why, and generally the answer starts with because in English, right? So in Spanish it's the same. ¿Por qué? And your answer is porque I, whatever. So you don't change that word over in that specific part. Okay, so we have other expressions, for example, verbs, the most common verbs. Tell me one verb that you usually use.
Well, you know what? I like to eat. So,
So to eat is comer. Comer. So if you want to say, I want to eat, yo quiero comer.
Yo quiero comer. How about I like to eat?
Me gusta comer.
Me gusta.
I like is me gusta. So me gusta comer. To sleep, for example, is dormir. Dormir. So I like to sleep is me gusta dormir.
Me gusta dormir.
¿A ti te gusta dormir?
Sí, me gusta.
Okay.
Mucho.
Mucho? Okay. So
Yeah.
mucho is a lot. To work is trabajar.
Okay, so no me gusta trabajar.
Es exacto. No me gusta trabajar. But I will say yes, you like to work. So,
I love to work.
So me gusta trabajar. To run? Correr.
Yes.
Okay. Running, right? Corriendo.
Okay.
To work out is entrenar.
Entrenar.
If you want to say to have, is tener or haber.
Yeah.
This is a little bit confusing because to have is, for example, I have. In Spanish is yo tengo.
Yeah, because there's some verbs that actually are irregular that change differently.
Exactly.
So one of them, yeah. Yo tengo means I have. But the verb is tener.
Yes. So if you want to say I have gone to a place. Yo he ido. In Spanish, right? Yo he. I have. So in Spanish, to have means tener and haber. So yeah. So that's for a second class, more advanced. So to be
or not to
verb
be.
To be or not to be is ser and estar. So I am is yo soy.
Yo soy.
So in English you said I am Carmen. In Spanish it is yo soy Carmen. Or to be, it also means estar, which is I am good. It means yo estoy bien. Okay. So to be works for those two things.
Perfect.
And then if you want to say, to say is decir. So I like to tell you something. Yo quiero decirte algo. Decir. I want to tell you something is yo quiero decirte algo.
¿Algo?
Algo is something.
Yo quiero decir algo.
Decirte algo.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to say to give, is dar.
Dar. Okay.
If you want to say to be able to, so I think you are going to be able to, you can say in Spanish poder, which is tú puedes hacer algo.
Okay.
Tú puedes. Yeah. So these are the most general expressions. Of course, it's very hard to learn all of these in only one class. But if you want to say, I like it, you can say me gusta, as we mentioned before. If you want to say I don't like it, no me gusta. Can you repeat that?
Sure. So I like it, me gusta, and I don't like it, no me gusta.
Yay! So if you want to say please, how do you say in Spanish?
Por favor.
Por favor. If you want to say thank you.
So let's say I order a coffee and I would say, salud or hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, un café con leche, por favor, por favor. Huh? See?
Well, in that case, you have to say para favor.
Oh, para favor. Okay.
Yes.
Learning something new. See?
Yes. Un café con leche para favor. Por favor. Exactly. Okay. So if you want to say thank you, you say gracias. If you want to say sorry, that you in Canada is super common to say sorry for everything, right? You say lo siento.
Lo siento.
Lo siento mucho. I'm very sorry. If you want to say bless you or cheers, you say salud. Cheers. Salud.
Yeah. I think what else you're missing is nice to meet you.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. So when you meet somebody, you always say, hey, mucho gusto. Nice to meet you.
Mucho gusto. Or another way to say is encantada. If it's a lady, you say encantada de conocerte. Or if it's a boy, you say encantado. So the O is masculine, the A is feminine. So it's encantada de conocerte, like you are. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Got it.
Okay.
This is great.
How do you feel for a tongue twister?
Let me put my hat on. Let's give it a try.
So we can close this class with a tongue twister because I have the feeling that you are a very advanced student. And I think you can do it well. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this tongue twister. This is the meaning in English, and then I'm going to say it in Spanish. In English is 3 sad tigers swallow wheat in a wheat field. But because it's Spanish, it's a play with the letters T and R, which is sometimes hard to pronounce in Spanish. So the tongue twister in Spanish is 3 tristes tigres tragan trigo en un trigal.
Okay.
Go.
3 tristes tigres tragan trigo en un trigal.
Woo! Good job.
Tragan trigo en un trigal.
Muy bien.
Okay.
Bravo. Excellent. So if you want to learn how to say tongue twister in Spanish, it's trabalengua. So tongue is lengua. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new today with us. And maybe we can keep doing this if people like it.
Sure.
Yeah, or maybe we can learn another language next time.
Sure. Sounds great.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Carmen.
Bye. Thank you, Dabor.
Muchas gracias.